So we're standing in the Sucession in front of a beautiful model of the Sucession, and maybe you can help explain to us why this place actually sums up a lot of this spirit and the energy of Viennese modernism.
This has a reason, because there was an artist association, it was called Künstlerhaus, but they've got very deep into historicism. They didn't change the art at all, very conservative. And the young ones, they did really hate this. And then they found an idea to escape.
One of the things I always loved about it, which you don't see totally here, is the saying that's on the outside of the building,
yeah.
Which when I first came here, I was like, what exactly does that mean? But I guess every time has its art, and every art should have its freedom.
Yes. And this is called the cabbage head.
I never thought about it like that. All right, so now we've come to the legendary Beethoven frieze, which is obviously well known and a big part of this space.
It is a masterwork. It's one of the best works Gustav Klimt ever did. So it was done 1901 as part of the so-called Beethoven exhibition in 1902, and it shows the desire of happiness in a very destructive and in a very bad world. But there is hope, of course. So the Golden Knight, for example, is a symbol for hope. You can see on the right side, or behind her head, is the penis.
Okay.
You know? And when you look carefully, you see every detail. Yeah? Even the shape of every detail is there. You know? And he really used this very quite often. He transformed genitals into ornaments.
In Vienna, obviously, you feel like you're constantly surrounded by the work of Otto Wagner, but maybe you can tell us a bit about how it was that he came to have such an important role in the development of the city.
Because he was a visionary. This is the most important thing about him. And when you walk through Vienna, you will be every time confronted by a house made by him or designed by him. Especially here in front of the two houses here, the Majolika house and the other one here, which were built just 1 year after the Succession was finished.
Okay.
And his vision was to build the boulevard from the Karlsplatz to Schönbrunn.
Okay.
But it didn't work out. It just made a few houses, but they are really wonderful. There were many artists that deal with the Gesamtkunstwerk. Coleman Moser, for example, he was really a leading figure, and he was a founder of the Wiener Werkstätte. So he was very famous in the idea of the total work of art. Everything has to be designed. You know, the facade, the interior, the balcony, the dress, everything, even the toilet. So this was total work of art in the best sense.
Well, thank you very, very much for spending the time to introduce